Think of a time when you were outside with your friends or your family and you guys were just playing with a ball or playing catch with a football or anything like that. Well, that's all exercise. And exercise is very important. And in school, the only form of exercise that we really have is gym class. And since everyone needs exercise and everyone's really taking a gym class, whether that's in middle school or in high school, we've all been there. And that's gym class should be required because it provides us with exercise and it can have very beneficial effects for kids in very positive ways. And it can teach them to learn and love sports, which would in turn keep them exercising. So today I'm going to talk about the benefits of gym class, why some people might disagree with that, might not think gym class is very important, and then I'm going to talk about some exceptions that you can have to gym class, but still get the exercise that you need. So the first thing that why gym class is important is because it teaches kids skills, like physical skills such as coordination and flexibility, and those are two things that are very underlooked and underrated throughout life. And as you get older, those tend to deteriorate. So if you can learn those young, it can lead to a healthier and longer life. Also, when you do physical activity, your brain releases endorphins, and what endorphins are. It's a feel-good hormone. So when those release, it boosts your confidence and makes you feel good about what you're doing. And another reason why gym class is important is because in 1999. 14% of kids 2 to 19 years of age were obese, and in 2016 that rose to 18.5%. So by making gym class required, if those kids start exercising and start to like it, then that rate can drop. So I decided to reach out to my friend CJ and my friend Connor and ask them what their thoughts on gym class were and ask them about physical activity throughout their life. And CJ plays sports year round. He's a big sports guy, and Connor never played sports. He's never really been interested by it. And CJ said that gym class is important because it taught him new sports and new skills that he uses, and he said that physical activity is very important and that he enjoys physical activity every single day, and he's very proud of what he can do. And Connor said that he doesn't think gym class is very important. He never liked it. He never really cared for it, but he said that physical activity is important and that people should do it more often. So they do disagree on the gym, what they think about gym class, but they do agree that physical activity is important, which is in gym class, which is why I think that it should be required. So why do people think that it should be required? Well, people think this because gym class is a very prime area of bullying. And in middle school, everyone, at least in my middle school, everyone had to take gym class. And the kids that were slightly more unathletic, people might tend to pick on them more. But that also could lead to people supporting them more. If they're more unathletic, maybe they're not as good at an activity as some other kids. Maybe the teacher boosts them up, says, "Come on, you got this." And the kids catch on to that, and they do that with them too, and they boost them up. And another reason why people might not think gym class is important is because people just don't like the activities. And a study by Billy Strain at the University of Alberta showed that when kids get to choose their activities, they're actually more intrigued and want to go to gym class more. And they tend to pick more less organized things more than more organized and complicated and simple to learn things they tend to pick that kids can just pick up on. So what about the kids that just don't want to take gym class at all? Well, there are some exceptions at most schools throughout America, and some exceptions that schools provide are you can play a sport, and if you play, for example, at my high school, if you play 2 seasons of a sport, that is your physical education exemption. You're good to go. But people that might not want sports and can't play sports, like if you have a major injury or if you're disabled in any way, that can also be a valid reason to not go to gym class. So gym class is important, and I think that it should be at least it should be required at least 1 year, I think, in order to graduate. And I think this because it could teach kids how to exercise, and it gives them opportunity. And exercise is very, very important. I exercise pretty much every day, and if you have the opportunity to exercise and you take it, it can really change you. You can start doing that every day, and you'll become more fit over time. And it has many physical benefits gym class has that a lot of kids don't realize. And not many people are that motivated to exercise, but I know I wasn't. And then once I found that motivation, I began exercising every single day. And if I can do it, I think you can too. And that concludes my speech. Thank you.